this event so that it runs smoothly and successful. Again, amazing appreciation I would like to deliver to Annisa Maharani Kustiwa as a good master of ceremony today.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, first of all, I would like to convey, praise be to the presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has invited us to the webinar forum, which is held online and live on YouTube channel. I hope through webinar forum, we can gather and meet for mutual friendship, mutual exploration, and transfer of knowledge in our professional fields, learn from each other and work together to make maximum contribution in working for the nation and for other benefits. Today's seminar forum is attended by maybe around 80 participants who were registered and invited, coming from 30 companies engaged in mining and construction, coming from all over the, not only in Indonesia, maybe came from China also, and South of Pacific maybe, hopefully. The theme for today's webinar is very interesting, namely digitization for effective part management and optimizing mining fleet, part to minimize waste and address underutilization issue. And today, we will provide good discussion about innovation is Limitless series with very competent and classy speaker. The entire series of event is dedicated to all of PERTAABI members or observers and mining equipment maintenance actors in Indonesia. Through this event, we hope that PERTAABI can grow and produce the widest possible benefit for increasing the competence and superiority of Indonesian human resources. We should be grateful that so far PERTAABI is still able to present good event in the form of knowledge sharing seminar and webinar. We have presented on the previous years many knowledge sharing and also innovation updates in the world of maintenance in the business process. I really hope that through this active participation of you and follow-up step after this event, the benefit can be maintained at any time, anywhere, and everything. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the professional of organizational forum that we currently have, PERTAABI, is expected to continue to develop along with the effort that we are engaged in a similar profession, so that in the future we will be able to become partner with the government and society, bringing progress in our competence in short term and the long term. Okay, thank you for joining with us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Mr. Rahman, for the impactful opening speech. And also there's a value that we can pick from Mr. Rahman, is that from this webinar, we can improve our mutual friendships and also improving sharing knowledge. And this is also a good value to improve skills and competencies as well.
Yes.
I hope this is something that we can also do like regularly, so that we can have good, like having a larger friendships, also sharing knowledge sessions from all over the globes. And that will be exciting. And now, before we move on to the next sharing session, I would like to introduce you all, the participants, ladies and gentlemen, to our moderator today. His name is Edwananta T Hakim, or you can just simply call him Edwan, or you can also call him Mas Edwan. Mas Edwan will lead this sharing session today with our speakers. Hello, Mas Edwan.
Hello, Mbak Annisa. Good to see you here.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing great too. I'm so excited for today.
Yes, for sure, because we're going to talk about the latest innovation, and this is our second webinar also. And I think all the participants and especially myself, I think we really miss your British accent.
We miss you too, Mr. Edwan.
Thank you.
Before we start the sessions, would you like to explain in brief about today's theme so that everyone will have the same clear ground about today's topic as usual?
Yeah, I think we get interesting for today's webinar because we get 3 speakers, 2 coming from China and 1 coming from Indonesia. And they're going to talk about digitization, technology and mining, and also auto lubrication system, and also heavy market of heavy industry use market. That's very interesting.
That's going to be very interesting. So okay, without further ado, I give the time to Edwan today. Mas Edwan, please. Time is yours.
Thank you, Mbak Annisa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Edwan as your moderator for today, and I would like to welcome to all of the participants to our second online webinar, Innovation is No Limit. And this event will be held by Indonesian Heavy Equipment Expert Association, or as we know as PERTAABI. And also this webinar is supported by Sekolah Mekanik Nusantara or Semesta. As we know that innovations, especially in mining industry, have been rapidly developed, and today webinar, and I'm so really excited today because in this webinar, we're going to see a presentation about new digitization technology in mining industry, also a smart lubrication system and Indonesia market of heavy equipment. In this webinar, we shall have outstanding presentation from our prominent speakers, whom I believe will enrich our insight and knowledge regarding the innovation. Today, we have 3 speakers, 2 coming from China and 1 from Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to give a warm welcome to our first speaker, Mr. Tang Jihui from Wecial Technology from China. Hello, Mr. Tang Jihui.
Hi.
Hello, how are you today,
Hi.
sir?
Fine, thank you.
Really excited. Yeah, we're also really looking forward to your presentation. And I would like to remind to all of the participants, the presentation from Mr. Tang Jihui will present in Mandarin and will be translated by Mr. Go Shiweng. He is the General Manager at Masipian Global Construction Equipment in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And I would like to give a warm welcome to our second speaker, Mr. Wang Guanghui from Pangu Engineering. He is also coming from China. Hello, Mr. Wang Guanghui.
Translate, please, Mr. Go.
王总，他们在介绍您。
Hello.
Hello, how are you for today, sir?
向你问好。
3个有，非常好。
He's good. He's very fine.
Yeah, he's great. All right then, and also I would like to give a warm welcome also to our third speaker, Miss Deslaria Ninditama from Scandina. Miss Desla, how are you today?
Hi, Mas Edwan. I'm good, Mas Edwan. How about you?
Yeah, I'm great also. Are you ready to bring presentations for today?
Sure. Can't wait to share with all of the participants.
Wow. Okay then. Okay, thank you for all the speakers for coming today. And the first presentation will be brings to us by Mr. Tang Jihui. Mr. Tang Jihui, are you ready?
Hi, ready? Sure.
Okay, Mr. Tang Jihui, time is yours. Let's get started.
Okay.
汤老师，你没有解除静音。
multi. Okay. Okay, again. Dear guests, thank you to the Mini Industry Association for giving me such opportunity to share with the digitalization for active part management, save cost for users, bring benefit, and enhance code competitiveness. Also, thanks Mr. Go helped me to translate. First page. First page.
Okay, now we can proceed to first page.
First page.
Next.
I have engaged in my intelligence information for more than 10 years. I have deep understanding the pain points of the customer in this industry. Export a complete solution based on the ERP Internet of Things, artificial intelligence and machine learning to use the new technology and the new idea to solve industry problem, save huge cost for industrial users. Next. Next, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Okay. Next. Let's look at current situation. Where's
Okay.
my presentation?
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Just now, I'm not sure whether Philip Tang has made himself clear. Perhaps I think the network is not very good. Let me rephrase what he has said just now. He actually gave a brief introduction about himself. He feels thankful to PERTAABI for having him here today. And he would like to share about the digitization of the parts management. And he gave a brief introduction about his background. He has been engaged in the information technology for more than 10 years. And he has been serving the mining industries, the mining companies for more than 10 years as well. Therefore, he has a deep understanding of all the challenges facing in the industries. So he actually explore a solution based on ERP, based on artificial intelligence, and also data mining, and to provide a comprehensive solution for the mining customers. He make a brief background about himself. Now can proceed to the first slide of his presentation today.
Okay. Let's look at the current situation. High maintenance cost. First page, current situation, yeah. High maintenance cost mining equipment is often heavy machines that requires regular maintenance in the services. Maintenance cost include the replacement parts, labor cost, and the downtime. Important maintenance and the parts management can lead unnecessary in the high maintenance cost. Secondly, downtime due to parts unavailable. The unavailability of spare parts can cause equipment downtime, thereby the affecting of production process. If the parts are not procured in time or the stock is insufficient, they may problem of the product interruption, result in the financial loss. The third is excess inventory and the low utilization. Some mine may experience excess parts inventory or low utilization.
I'm sorry for interrupting. It seems like the slide screen is not in a full screen, Mastomi.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry, but the slide
page
shown was not in
challenge the secondary page.
Yes, I know. But
等一下，他说那个屏幕没有全屏。
If you can help it, Mastomi, because we can see like both the screen have both sides.
Have to be with on the screen show ya.
Yes.
Ini yang sharing siapa ya? Who is sharing this session? The presentation, Mr. Goh.
Previous page. The page 3.
Who's sharing the screen? Is it Mastomi or someone else? Because it's not like in the full. Yes, that's great.
Yes, this one.
Going on. I'm sorry.
Previous page.
The previous page.
Previous.
Previous page.
Purpose.
Yes, we are on this page. Okay.
Purpose.
你等一下，
Purpose
我再
as a-
你等一下，我翻译一下。你等一下，我翻译一下。Okay, let me interrupt and make a little bit of a translation here. Okay, this slide actually shows the challenges and problems faced by the mining contractors in China. According to his experience, according to Mr. Tang's experience, there are 6 challenges altogether. He has mentioned 3 challenges. First is the high maintenance cost of the fleet, such as excavators, wheel loaders, and mining trucks. High maintenance cost is the primary challenges faced by most of the mining companies in China. Second one is the downtime due to unavailable parts. When machines has any challenges that stop operation, the machine is not working because when they need a parts replacement, some of the parts, they are not available at the warehouse, so therefore causes downtime. Number 3 is the excess inventory. When they say inventory, is the machine, is the fleet. Sometimes there are too many machines idling. Sometimes there are cases where there are machines which is underutilized. So these are the challenges. So I pass over to Mr. Tang to continue. 您可以继续。
Okay.
第
In
4
order
点
to complete the four. Sorry.
in the current demand
In
forecasting.
integrated demand forecasting, the mining industry often subject to market volatility, making demand forecasting challenges. Incredible demand forecast can lead to low executed inventory, affecting equipment ability. And the 5, information silo. Difficult to share the communicated information between the departments, which can be make difficult for the part management team and about real-time information to equipment conditions and the maintenance needs. The 6th, limitation of manual management. Traditional manual means of part management can become tedious in the area, especially with the large-scale equipment and the multiple parts type. Next.
Okay. 等一下，我帮你翻译一下啊。Okay, we keep at this page. Number 4. Okay, but Tommy, can we go back to the previous page? Okay.
Previous page, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Here, yeah. Previous page.
Okay, at this page. Okay. Number 4 is inaccurate demand forecasting. What he means is the warehouse guys always need to make forecasts to keep stock of what are the parts should order. However, because this is based on human being that making the forecast, therefore, the warehouse guys may not, order or may not forecast the parts accurately. Some of the parts they may overkeep, they may overorder. Some of the parts they may underorder. So this is also one of the key problems faced by the mining company. Okay, number 5, when he mentions information silos, he is actually talking about, in a mining company, there are many departments. There are parts department, there are service department, there are sales and marketing department, but somehow if the information flows across the departments, is not managed by system, is not managed by information technologies, right? If it's managed by human being, somehow they are disconnecting the information. Therefore, the entire process, the entire operation will be very inefficient. Okay. Number 6 is limitations of manual management. Just give me a minute. 第6点你想表达的是什么？第6点你想表达的是什么？
人工管理 traditional management of parts 就是人工管理的那个非常效率很低，
Okay.
然后容易出错。
Okay. The number 6 is what he means is, he realized that many mining companies in China, the process is actually manual by human being. Many paperwork, many, verbal communication, many phone calls, everything is based on the manual. Therefore, these will actually cause the entire process very inefficient. So these are the 6 challenges he observed, when he worked with the mining company. Okay, now we can proceed to the next slide. hand over to Mr. Tang.
Okay.
您可以继续了。
Next. In order to completely solve the problem the parts, we should not only consider the problem of the parts themselves,
你
but
等一下
also
啊，
start from.
你等一下，你等一下，你观察一下，
Okay.
现在它不是 full screen。But Tommy, can we go on full screen?
Okay, sure. Oh, okay. This page.
Okay, thank you.
In order to completely solve the problem of the parts, we should not only consider the problems of parts themselves, but also start from the management of the equipment and run equipment in the good status, which can save the consumption and the parts and make supply parts and more stable and predictable. Let's look at where the money was wasted and how to cooperate with equipment management to solve problem of parts management. Most of parts in the mining industry are used equipment, so timeless and accurate are very important. Parts procurement, inventory management, and use tracking are not timely, and the safety stick is insufficient, resulting in the unlimited supply of the spare parts, result in accidents. This is the first. Second, unreasonable equipment maintenance plan, insufficient preventive maintenance technique of effective equipment maintenance plan leads to a high failure rate of equipment, and the lack of preventive maintenance of the equipment leads to shortened life and the equipment's frequency failures and prolonged maintenance cycle. Maintenance cost is increased and the product is effective. Have a good plan facilitate parts forecasting and stocking. Third, real-time monitoring and early warning. This is important to monitor the states of performance indicator of the equipment in real time to detect the faults or abnormal conditions in time, result in increased equipment downtime and decreased production efficiency. The lack of the monitor in the device and the analysis of the long-term performance of the equipment market, it's possible to find parts that need to be replaced in time, which affects the timeliness and the supply of the parts and will inevitably increase the inventory of the parts to deal with an emergency repairs. Data management, next, data management difficulties.
我打断你一下，我可能就是还不知道你在哪个点，要不你转回去中文，我们帮你翻译。
The lack of the real-time monitoring and earlier warning. 我能不能用那个 most point to focus the lack real-time monitoring earlier warning.
Lack of real-time monitoring and early warning.
Warning. Data management difficulties. 我能不能有那个 focus point 那个 data management difficulties. Equipment information maintenance records and the fault data are stored in the decentralized manager, making the data analysis and the deletion support difficult. Okay. Next, difficulty in diagnose equipment faults. This one. Difficulty in diagnose equipment faults. Equipment information maintenance records and the fault data are. Okay. With the red dot. Red data dot.
I think he needs the laser. He needs the laser point.
Laser point. difficulty in diagnose equipment faults. Here, yes. The lack of equipment fault diagnosed in the troubling short capability leads to the prolonged repair time and the poor repair result. At the same time, it will affect the inventory of the spare parts, and emergency repairs will lead to untimely supply of the spare parts. Therefore, timely detection of potential equipment faults is also the key ensure the timeliness and the spare parts supply. Of course, there's more than 10, and I will not list them here. Any translation, Mr. Go?
我跟不上你，因为你可以就是说中文吗？
我没有中文的稿子，我都是英文的。
我们I'm sorry guys, I make a translation for Mr. Tang. 我们从第一点开始啊，你说 lack of real time monitoring and early warning， 这个你想表达什么？
It's important in support the monitoring operation states， 就它的我想表达的就是实时的监控，对于配件的实时的监控能够发现问题，然后对于配件的计划是很重要的。
Okay. This slides, Mr. Tang is trying to tells everyone, okay, in the mining company, the resources actually wasted due to these 6 reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons, okay. Number 1 is lack of real-time monitoring and early warning. What does he mean by lack of real-time monitoring? Which means that the fleets of machines, okay, we cannot, most of the mining company are unable to monitor the conditions and also the situations of the machines, whether these machines require maintenance, whether these machines, you know, they are high hours that requires parts replacements, you know, there are no system to monitor the conditions of the machines that gives early warning. You know, the machines are required to do a service, to do an oil change. Okay, there is no such system in the mining company. Therefore, it causes downtime of the machines. Okay, this will cause resources wasted in the mining company. This is number 1 he's trying to say. Okay, number 2, data management difficulty. 这个是想表达什么呢？
就数据的信息维护故障数据，它是存储在不是分散的，不是集中的，所以这些数据没有办法分析和决策。
Okay. Number 2 is. Okay. In the process of a mining company, in the process there are many data, you know, maintenance records, such as like conditions of the machines, like the mining operations, or like the hour utilizations of the fleet, or past inventory. There are so many data, but the data is discrete. It's actually not come into a system. Therefore, there are no way to analyze and come out with a business decision. So all these data, right, is recorded on papers. So there are no way to analyze the data and come up with a business decision. There are no system. Okay, this is the number 2. 第3点是 difficulty in diagnosing equipment faults. 这个是什么呢？
缺乏设备的故障和排除导致那个修复的时间很长，修复效果不佳，同时也会影响配件的库存，导致很多抢修和那些应急的维修。所以发现设备潜在的故障，就是在他们没有在故障之前就准备好配件。
Okay, number 3, what he's trying to talk about, there are no tools or no system to predict the failures of the machines. It's very difficult to detect the failure. There's always the machine fails, then we need to go and find parts replacement. There's no prediction. It's not repair before failure. And this will also cause inefficiency in the mining operation. Okay. 第四点 ，Number 4 unreasonable equipment maintenance plan, insufficient preventive maintenance。
缺乏
这个是什
有
么意思呢？
效的设备维护，缺乏有效的设备计划 ，maintenance plan 就是计划，维护计划导致你没有维护的计划，没有保养，就导致设备很高，缺乏预防性的维护和保养，导致设备的寿命缩短，设备寿命缩短，它的故障就会很多，然后增加就是维护的成本，然后呢对配件的一些备货和库存都是非常不利的。
Okay, number 4, he says that most of these mining companies in China, right, they do not have a proper maintenance plan, you know, sort of like these few machines, you know, when we require a maintenance, it's always on an ad hoc basis. If there are no maintenance plan, therefore it's always failures after the machines, then we have to look for spare parts. This is actually that causes insufficiency of preventive maintenance.
OK，
Okay, 第5点 low rate of timeliness.
就是低效的那个时间和那些配件的供应，就是你的配件供应越低效，就导致了就导致了这个设备就是设备停工的一些就是风险。
Okay, number 5, he talks about there's always delay in parts ordering. There's always order when it's required. There is no prediction.
OK，
还有要补充的吗？
没有了，
Okay,
好
he's good at this slide. Now we can proceed to the next slide.
Due to the limited time, we will focus the parts management and the equipment maintenance solutions.
汤老师，
Hope that
汤老
can
师，
help change to communication more after meeting.
汤老师，
Next，
苍老师，你
OK
不如这样子吧，你说中文吧，我来帮你翻译，因为你说英文的时候呢，可能大家他跟不到那个节奏，你说中文，然后我来帮你翻译。
跟不到节奏，什么叫跟不到节奏？太快了是吧 ？OK， OK，
或者你慢一点。
Let's for the following 的solutions， Big data analysis 就是利用大数据的技术来分析这个需求和那个配件的生命周期，来优化配件的库存和采购计划。
Okay, this is based on the previous slides. Mr. Tang has already shared the challenges faced by the mining company. Now he wants to propose a solution, and these are the solutions that he has done for the mining company in China. Okay, in order to solve the problems of on-time ordering of parts or inaccuracy ordering of parts, right? So in order to find out when is the right time to order the right parts, so he say that he will use the big data analysis. The first point.
OK，
你要不要延展一下你这个大数据分析是什么呢？
什么叫延展一下 ？Optimize spare parts inventory 延展一下。是技术方面的还是？
没事。We
Okay.
go back to the previous slide.
Secondary the supply chain management system. No, previous page.
Okay. Supply chain management system.
Previous page, I have 2 points. The supply chain management system. 这个意思就是要建立一个供应链，以保证供应的及时性和有准确性。当你有了一个完整的计划，就要通过一个供应链的系统来追踪这个计划，调整这个计划，实现计划的可调整性。因为供应链它不是特别的就是稳定的，在这个行业。
所以你建立了一个可预测的供应链是吧？
对，不是可预测的，是供应链系统反馈给 配件的计划，让它可以去调整这个供应的计划。就比如这个运输，对吧？这个很多不能预测的因素。
Okay. Solution number 2. Mr. Tang has developed a supply chain management system that actually connect to all the suppliers. So whenever there is a parts requirements, right, the system will actually send a notification to the supplier on the quantity, model, and what are the parts required. Then the supplier will receive the notification and the parts will deliver on time. So it actually has come up with that system to solve the problem. 第3点
Artificial intelligence and machine learning 这是一个新的技术。我们可以用一些算法和一些人工智能的一些技术来优化，就是优化那个计划和时间、数量等等。
Okay, number 3 is of all the system that he has developed, right? He actually includes artificial intelligence so that the system will keep learning itself and become smarter. 我说完了。
Okay, next.
Okay, next slide.
Okay. The screenshot of the artificial intelligence report. Next. Parts of requirement report. In this screen, and we can clearly understand the image of the parts, whether the inventory can meet the needs of the user.
等一下，汤老师，等一下。
Next, private page. 他怎么会？
你看一下屏幕，你不要光你自己说。你要对照屏幕。
Return the screenshot.
Okay, this is the slides. Okay, all right.
We can clearly understand the image of the parts, whether the inventory can meet the needs of the user.
是这一页吗？
是，我这里有点延后啊。Okay, look at this page. This page is screenshot and we can understand the image of the parts, whether the inventory can meet the needs of the user, and predict when the purchase, and predict the quantity of the purchase, so as ensure timely and accurate supplies for user. For example, 我要解释一下第一个035747这个 receivable 507, and the forecast date is November 8, 2002, and the forecast quantity is 25.
我帮你翻译。Okay, this is the screenshot of the system that he has developed. Let's look at this is the part number. You can see from the screen, let's say the first row, we can see the part number 035747. This is the part number, okay? And this is filters, okay? And you can see the number BT0000Z01 is the warehouse number. So which means that this part belongs to this warehouse, and there is a forecast date. The system will come out with a forecast date, which means that on 8th of November 2023, we need to order 45 units, and we can come up with a forecast quantity, which is 45 units. So this is the system that he has developed based on the data mining, and based on the data analysis, he gathered all the information, and the system actually will come out, when is the right time to order the right quantity, at which warehouse, and which are the parts required to order. So the warehouse guys can just send this notification to the designated supplier. Then the supplier will receive this order and they will replenish the parts at the warehouse. Okay, we have one question from Mr. Hidayat. 汤老师有一个问题问你啊， is this system could be integrated with ERP system? Is it aligned with computerized management, maintenance management system as well? OK， 他的问题是，你做的这个配件的预测系统啊，是否可以跟普通的 ERP 的系统有接口，能够衔接得上？
是 Open API。Open
API
and can connect to any system.
His answer to Pak Hidayat is yes. His system can align with any of the ERP system in the market. Okay, if there's no further questions, then
如果你没有系统的话 ，OK， 如果你没有系统的话，如果你没有系统的话，从 Excel 表格导入，或者是只要有一些原始数据，就可以帮你进行优化，这个是非常方便的。
Okay, this system, we can use this system independently, or we can integrate to any of the ERP system as well. As long as you have the data, if you can just plug in the data into his system, then the system can calculate the information for you, and you will have what it says on the screen today. 你还有要补充的吗？
没有。Okay.
Okay. Okay. We can proceed to the next slide.
Let's look at another pain point. Next. Let's look at another solutions.
Sorry, this slide, that's one?
Yes.
Okay.
Preventive maintenance. Yes, here, data-driven maintenance plan. Use sensor and monitoring equipment to collect equipment operation data and predict the equipment failure and the maintenance needs through data analysis and the machine learning. Based on the data-driven protection results, make a reasonable maintenance plan, schedule maintenance work in advance, and reduce repair cost and the equipment downtime. This is the first.
Okay, 你用中文再表述一下。
I'm sorry, Mr. Go and Mr. Tang. Maybe due to the time limitation, we can finish the presentation first, and then maybe for the Q&A session, we'll be bringing in the next session.
Okay.
时间不够。
Okay, let's hurry up the key point. The next, the maintenance management system. 我用中文简单表述一下，就是基于大数据的一个故障检测系统，我们呢有人工识别和那个 AI 的技术，就是通过声音，通过传感器可以获得设备的一些故障。这些故障呢，这些故障在它发生之前，我们就可以获取到了以后呢，就可以在它没有发生的时候准备好配件。这些slides都是说这些内容。
通过声音。
对 noise 噪音 noise。
Okay. One last thing that he is sharing is he actually come up with a system he called it the preventive maintenance. Okay, he can predict the failure of the machine by detecting the noise level produced by the machines. Then the system will capture the noise by sensors, then will goes into the system, this data, and then they can give you a signal or alarm that tells you, what are the probabilities of failures of each components.
Okay. Next.
你还有要
没有
继续
Next 我们看screenshot Next
是这一页吗
？Next 不是。
Next slide, please.
This is not patent.
是这一页吗？
上一页screenshot of failure data analysis 一个 report
Previous slide.
private the private
Previous slide.
Which one?
private
Sorry, because the slide is automatically slideshow. This one?
No worry.
here this one the
Okay,
screenshot
okay.
of failure data analysis report rate of equipment
Is this the correct one?
是这一页吗？
next failure data next
Failure data.
the screenshot
This one? Wait a minute.
Huh?
Sorry. What page? This page?
哪一页？
Screenshot of
说数字哪一页？
screenshot for dashboard for real-time monitoring. Isn't it?
11
你看见屏幕吗？
13
Failure data analysis. Oh, okay. This one?
13
是不是屏幕这一页13？
13不是13 page of 13 next 13 the page number is 13
Page number 13.
sure this one yes
This
yes.
one? Okay.
Dia lambat
this one.
kayaknya, Mas Tommy. Dia
this
lambat
is the
katanya.
key
Yeah.
this
Okay.
is the key
Mr. Ko, slide
Yes.
number 13, right? Isn't it? Screenshot of failure
Yes.
data analysis.
是不是现在屏幕上这一页
对是 yes
？Okay, this is the slide.
Okay.
不是13页第13页yes this page
是还是不是？
是13页是
现在就13了。屏幕，你看屏幕吗？
是
你在看屏幕吗？
我这有点慢啊，我这有点 delay。OK，
OK， 请开始。
This is a screenshot， 这是一个关键的一个 page。failure data analysis， rate of equipment， 就是我会统计每一个配件在挖掘每一个小时数的一个故障率。如果这个故障率在这个点上会很高的话，我会提前在2000小时到来的时候预警已备货。OK。
Okay, this slide is actually showing his work. Okay, you can see the first line. They are all the part number of each part belongs to a machine. He can actually for the key parts, he can actually come out with the probability of failures. For example, if the failure rate is very high, maybe it's more than 50% or 60%, then the system will actually give an alarm. It's time to replace the parts. This is what he's trying to show.
Okay.
Okay, 我说完了。
Jump to 18. Do the time and jump to 18. Case studies and give the benefits for the customer. 18. Yes, this one. Create a revenue of the users and bring high profiles. This is one of our successful case to share with.
Mr. Chong,
要不要我来
please
帮你？
share the full screen.
Okay,
I'm
full
sorry.
我
screen.
来帮你翻译这一页。
Okay, the last
Okay.
page. Sure.
This is the last page Mr. Tang is trying to share. Okay, he's trying to show the result. I think it's the previous. Okay, this is the last page Mr. Tang is trying to share today. Okay, is trying to show a before and after. You know, a mining company in China that uses his system, the before and after results. Okay, before that, the mining company has the 300 machines with more than 200 employees. Okay, but now that the mining company has more than 1,000 machines, but the number of employees remain unchanged, which means that the manpower efficiency is increasing after using his system. Point number one. Point number two is, before using his system, the parts inventory stocking up to 60 million Chinese yuan. Okay, but after using his system, they can optimize the parts inventory for about 35 million Chinese yuan. So there is no overstocking of parts. Number three, before using his system, the average maintenance cost for one machine causes about 15,000 Chinese yuan. After using his system, the maintenance cost reduced by 20%. Number four, the average downtime is more than 1.8 hours per month before using his system. After that, after applying his system, there is a 25% less downtime. Lastly, but not least, before using his system, the average performance per person was 0.8. After using his system, he can increase the utilization of his manpower by 30%. So this is the results that caused by, after applying the system. 汤老师，你还有要补充的吗？
没有了。Okay.
Okay.
It's the benefits. Hope our solution
Mr.
can save your
Tang,
cost and improve your increments. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Tang is trying his very best, to speak in English, because initially he thought he wants to do that in Chinese, but he said that because this is his first encounter with PERTAABI, he wants to, he's doing his best to write his script in English and try to do it in English. So
It's okay.
if there's any inconvenience, please, bear with him. Okay.
It's okay, Mr. Go. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tang Jihui and Mr. Go, for your translation. Thank you very much. Even though we have some language barrier here, but it's okay. You can take your time. And your presentation is very interesting, because we think this is the artificial intelligence revolution in the mining industry to solve some kind of problem like of real-time monitoring, data management difficulties, also difficulty in diagnosing equipment, etc., etc. But I think we get your point. Thank you very much. And to all the participants, let's give an applause to Mr. Tang Jihui and Mr. Go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And to all the participants, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the message down below. And then we can jump into our second speaker, Mr. Wang Guanghui from Pangu Engineering. Hello, Mr. Wang.
Oh.
So, Mr. Go, you also translate Mr. Wang's presentation?
Yes, I will help him. 我会帮王总做翻译。
Okay, can you give us some kind of a big picture, what kind of a problem we are gonna be solving with his presentation?
You mean what is his
big picture
all about?
Yes, the big picture.
OK， 还没有开始之前呢，王总他们想了解一下您今天想跟大家分享的内容的概括。
矿山现在因为非常的注重效率，效率呢是矿山的一个非常重要的一个收益的一个体现吧。所以说，作为收益的体现中间，这个设备的故障率呢60%来自于润滑不到位。所以说，润滑不到位呢，影响了这个整个的产出和整个施工的进程。所以说呢，这个我分享的主要的题目是什么？如何让这个效率更高、可靠性更好的一个体现？把人工的润滑变成自动润滑，提高效率，收益最大化。
OK， Mr. Wang says, the profit generation by mining company is always related to efficiency. Okay, efficiency is always related to the performance of the machine. However, the machine downtime, based on his study, 60% is caused by lubrication. If the lubrication is not done properly, that will cause more downtime to the machine that affects the efficiency of the mining operation, that also affects the profit of the mining company. That is why today he will share with everyone about his technology, how to transform a manual lubrications of the machine to automated.
Okay, thank you very much for the big picture. To all the participants, please stay tuned. We're gonna talk more about the lubrication system, automatic auto lubrication. And Mr. Go and Mr. Wang, please feel free. Time is yours.
OK， 王总，您现在可以开始了。
好的，印尼重型设备专家协会的各位领导、各位朋友，非常荣幸能有这个机会来跟各位一起来分享这个智能自动润滑系统这个题目。为什么分享的题目呢？是为什么自动润滑系统在内蒙的矿山是趋势？报告呢分为4个部分。Next。
好，王总，咱们这样子啊，您说完一句，您稍微停顿一下，然后我帮您翻译。OK？
好的，好的。
OK。Mr. Wang says he's very honored today to be invited by PERTAABI this morning, and he's very happy to be everyone here sharing his work about intelligence of automatic lubrication system. Why the automatic lubrication system is the trend in the mine of Inner Mongolia. He's very excited to share about his topic today. 您接着。
好，下一页。再下一页。
Next slide。
这是我的简单一个介绍，各位可以看一下。这个在汽车从事15年的经历，后来呢在工程机械，然后呢这个从事有10几年的经历吧。2019年至今呢一直在从事自动润滑系统的这个业务的拓展开发工作。请 Next。
Okay. This is a brief introduction about Mr. Wang, and he worked for Photon Motors, which is the largest commercial vehicle company under the BAIC holding, which is a Fortune 500 company for more than 15 years. He's played roles such as like marketing manager, regional manager, up to VP for sales and VP for after sales. So he has a very diverse background for construction and mining machineries, range from sales to after sales. 王总，您继续。
行，报告 Next。下一页。报告呢，一共共分4个部分，从4个部分来进行汇报。Next。
Okay, this is the 4 topics that he will talk about it today.
Next。第一部分呢，就是中国煤炭产量的情况。从这个柱状图上来看呢，这是历年的一个开采量的一个柱状图。
Okay, this slide shows the current status of coal production in China, ranging from 2016 to 2021. 王总，您继续。
当前呢，这个从趋势上来看，这个央企的这个产业的集中度呢是逐渐提高，开采权呢国有化。
Okay, right now China for the coal mining operation in China right now is going for nationalization. That means that more and more mining contractors or mining companies actually is government link related company. They're going for nationalization, and this is the trend. 王总，您继续。
智能化开采呢，对效率的要求呢不断提升。
Okay, right now there's also Mr. Wang also see a trend regarding about the smart mining. there's always a continuous improvement in the efficiency of a mining operation. Therefore, more and more mining companies under the effort of the government is pushing for smart mining. 您继续。
对安全管理、环保还有监管措施呢，在不断的强化，同时呢，在建设生态矿山。
Okay, under the mining operation, under the government's effort, they always push for safety, environment protection, and more stringent controls of the mining's regulation.
那个是的。
王总，您继续。下一页。
下一页。
Okay, next slide, please.
内蒙的矿山呢，主要从开采影响效率的因素呢，以及呢这个相关的目前采取的一些市场的一些对策，主要呢影响效率提升呢有3个方面的因素。
Okay, this slide, Mr. Wang tried to tell everyone, okay, what are the factors that affecting the efficiencies of mining operation in Inner Mongolia, and what are the countermeasures? 您继续。
中国的内蒙呢，主要是陆权矿、陆权的煤矿。开采中呢，主要用的设备呢为挖掘机和矿卡。
Okay, in Inner Mongolia, for the coal mining is open pit coal mining, and the machinery required is excavators and mining trucks, such as the wide body dump trucks.
影响效率提升呢，归纳了有3个方面的因素。
Okay, factors affecting the efficiencies of the mining operation, there are 3. He's going to share right now. 您继续。
第一个呢，就是设备的方量呢不能满足效率提升的需要。
Okay, number 1, the size of the equipment cannot cater for the requirements of the operation. In short, which means that the machinery, the sizes is too small right now.
挖掘机为例呢，加注柴油呢，占用的时间呢每台要半个小时，一个台班的一个时间，占用时间是比较长的。
Okay, in every phase of the machines working, right, it takes a lot of time, to add in fill. Right now, based on their studies, right, excavators, for 8 hours operation, they actually it takes half an hour just to add in the fuel, just to fill the gas. 您继续。
在内蒙呢，按照要求呢是这个换人不换机，所以说呢，同时在每个班中呢，还要驾驶员呢要负责吹空滤、打黄油，一个班呢要占用1个小时的时间，占用的期间呢，要造成了这个矿卡也跟着相应的停机。
Okay. In Inner Mongolia, right, the practice is they will change the operator without changing the machine. That means the machine is working sort of like 24 hours a day. So they only change the operator. So every time when there is a change of shift, right, the operator need to do the lubrications and some slight maintenance work, sort of like, to remove the air filter, to clean the dust. Okay, and this work actually, they will take about 1 hour.
Next
slide, please.
针对当前的问题呢，是如何解决的呢？以下呢有几个方面的一些措施。
Okay, so he's going to share with his the solution to solve the problems above.
第一个就是设备升级换代加速，从这个图中可以看到。
I think we should go to slide number 7. Yes.
这个宽体车的型号呢，从基本上设备3年到4年一个升级换代的周期，设备大型化提速。
Okay, from the chart you can see from 2010 up to 2023, for the wide body dump truck, we can see that almost every 3 or 4 years there is upgrade in size For example, in the year of 2010, we are using 50 to 60 ton sizes of the wide body dump truck. However, when come to today, 2023, we already using 96 ton, 105 ton, and 130 ton, the wide body dump truck, which means that every 3 to 4 years, there is an upgrade in size. We need a larger machines cater for a better efficiency of the mining operation. 王总，您继续。
对宽汽车的而言，从2016年的从50、60到2023年的96、105，甚至到130，未来2到3年很快就要切换成150。
Okay, in the next 2 to 3 years, Mr. Wang says based on his experience, he forecasts that it will go even up to bigger, like 150 ton wide body dump truck. 您继续。
挖掘机的型号呢，也从2010年的20吨的、30吨的，也发展到了2023年的60吨起步，60到100吨、120吨，甚至目前150吨，正在加速升级换代。
Okay, likewise for excavators. Back then in 2010, we are using 20 to 30 ton excavators. However, when come to the year of 2023, at least 60 ton excavators at least is working in an open pit mine from 60 ton, and right now they are introduction of 150 ton size excavators in the open pit mine. 王总，您继续。
设备升级对于提高效率提供了重要的一个支持，同时呢，对于设备的维护和运用管理也提出了更高的要求。
Okay, a larger machines is better is for better efficiency, a better production in the open pit mine. However, when it comes to a larger machines, it requires a better efficiency in terms of machinery maintenance work. It requires a higher standard. It requires more timely maintenance plan for the machinery.
下一页。
王总，您继续。
下一页。
Next slide, please.
加注燃油效率提升，原先需要占用100吨的话，需要占用半个小时，要800升的油。现在呢，通过大型加油机呢，仅用6分钟解决。
之前是1个小时，现在是6分钟。
之前是半小时，现在是6分钟。
之前是半小时，现在是6分钟。
对。
Okay. For a 100-ton excavators, before introducing these large fuel dispensers, right, it required 30 minutes to pump in the fuel, okay? But right now, they're introducing a larger fuel dispensers, it only takes 6 minutes. And this shows that, every single second counts in a mining operation. They will do whatever it can, to reduce the time consumed for the fuel adding process. 王总，您继续。
下一页。
Next slide, please.
保养的时间呢，这里面看一下，就是占用的有2个方面，第一个就是这个吹空率，第二个呢打黄油。
Okay, to reduce the maintenance time required for a machines, there are 2 key things. One is to introduce a better air filter. Number 2 is the greasing process. 您继续。
第一个就是其中呢，就是因为这2个项目要占用1个小时的时间，现在呢就是吹空率这个环节中呢，现在就是通过改装或者加装这个免维护的自动反吹空滤的，这一个呢就是不需要浪费人工的时间了。
Okay. For the cleaning of air filter and greasing, normally it will take 1 hour based on the experience. But right now, after introducing this back flush air filter, okay, it actually clean by itself, and also the automated greasing system, so it reduces the maintenance time.
反吹空滤呢，保证了这个发动机的这个寿命，同时呢，这个润滑是保证全车的关节的一个重要保证。请下一页。
Okay. the maintenance-free air filter is actually to protect the engine. The automated grease system is actually to make sure that all the moving point of a machines, can get protection timely. Next slide, please. Next slide.
这里面就是打黄油这个呢，就是每天都要从事的，而且呢频率很高的，2个班呢都需要进行动态的、实时的这种维护和保养。
Okay, he's going to show how this automated lubrication system can improve the operational efficiency. Okay, as lubrication, the greasing work is actually very crucial in terms of maintenance of the machines.
内蒙的工况下来是换人不换机，因为前边呢也给汇报了，就是这个挖掘机一打黄油，这个矿卡就要停下来，因此呢改变了就是加装了自动润滑系统。
王总，您要不要就是讲解一下您这个表怎么解读呢？
我讲解一下，你先翻译一下，我讲解一下。
好 ，OK。Okay. He's going to share with us, the results after applying his automated lubrication system.
这里面从几个方面进行一个这个数据的一个分析。第一个，从出勤率方面，没加装自动润滑前，每天呢这个因为是2个台班，误工了2个小时，相当于1年施工了，我们保守一点按照300天，不按照365和366天，这样呢每年下来的收益损失呢就是36万美元，这是加装前的一个情况。
Okay. Before installation of the automated lubrication system, assuming there are 2 shifts, one shift is about 10 hours, assuming there are 2 shifts, right? So every shift requires, every day it requires 2 hours just for greasing work. Assuming one machine is working for 300 days, therefore, at the end of the day, for each machines, there is an annual loss of $36,000 just because the machine needs to stop for greasing works. 王总，您继续。
加装后的一个数据，通过数据来这一个分析，为矿卡的容量呢，斗容呢选用的是100吨的一个矿卡，40立方，单价呢是1立方是1美元。这个数据呢也是非常保守的。另外呢，从2个小时的装车来看呢，是装30车，这都是非常准确的数据。同时呢，这样算下来，每天的收益呢，就是不停，因为自动润滑是在设备工作中实现了自润滑，不需要停机的。然后呢，每天的收益增加1200美元，每年的收益呢就是36万美元。
Okay. After installation, the automated lubrication system. So therefore, this machine no longer requires to stop for 2 hours for lubrications. Assuming that one mining truck, okay, with the capacity of 40 meter cube, okay, and 1 meter cube loading is $1 US. Assuming that these 2 hours, instead of idling for greasing work, right now it no longer requires to stop. Therefore, these 2 hours they can load 30 trucks. Okay. Therefore, in every day there is an earning increase of $1,200, and if it convert to annually, it will become $36,000, $360,000.
第二个部分就是，
等一下，王总 ，that is a question. That is the question. How your automatic lubricating greasing compensate the extreme variability in temperature during day and night, or even during winter and summer? Okay. 他想说，您的这个自动润滑系统如何在一个极端的这个温差，就是早上还有晚上， 或者是冬天和夏天，在这种极端的一个温度的这个效率是如何呢？
这里面呢，就是自动润滑呢，它是适用的温度呢是零下40度到80度这个区间是可以满足的，因为我们的这里面就是可靠性还是有些核心的东西，可能一会儿讲自动润滑的时候还要汇报一下。
OK， 所以可以到零下40到零下80。哦，零下40到零上80。
是的。
Okay. Mr. Wang says that his automated lubrication system can work below negative 40 degrees Celsius up to 80 degrees Celsius. It has been tested. Okay. 第二个问题啊 second question. As equipment sizes accelerating fastly within 10 years, becoming bigger and bigger, any upgrade needed to your automatic lubricating greasing system, or it has been designed for any size of the equipment? 刚才您提到说，现在这些设备呢不断的升级迭代，尤其是在10年以内会采用更大的这个挖掘机，还有这个宽体车。那您的这个自动润滑系统也是否能跟得上这些迭代的设备呢？
因为我们有多款产品是用不同型号的设备，是完全可以满足的。
OK， 所以您的产品是也可以定制化的是吧？
对，也可以定制。同时呢，我们也是在很多主机厂标配的。
OK， definitely his automatic definitely his system can actually accommodate with a larger machines as he can customize his system to fit all sizes. OK， 您继续。
燃油消耗。
Yes, Evan.
Yes. So I would like to sharing to the older participant about the working temperature for auto lubrication system explained by Mr. Wang. I think we agree that this lubrication can work until minus 40 degrees Celsius. Is that correct?
主持人问，您的这个产品是可以到这个极端的这个温度到零下40，是吗？
是的，同时呢，这个不同的温度呢，油脂相匹配，匹配起不同的油脂，根据温度变化。
Okay, but it also depends on the types of grease. The type of grease is also play a very critical role.
Oh, okay, we get it. And also for second question from Mr. Ahmad. So about the size of lubrication is need to be upgraded if the machine is larger than before. Please continue.
Continue to answer the questions or continue the slide?
Continue to answer the questions.
Okay, Mr. Wang has answered the question just now. Definitely his system can accommodate a larger size because he already forecast within the 2-3 years time, there will be a larger dump truck and larger excavators applied in the industry. And furthermore, his system actually can customize to fit to machines with all sizes. So it is okay to accommodate for a larger machine.
Okay, thank you. Please continue.
Okay, 王总您继续。
这个燃油消耗。大家可能觉得打黄油跟燃油消耗有什么关系呢？实际是有关系的，因为挖掘机在运动过程中呢，停下来很多的关节。
Okay, because he hasn't finished with this slide. 王总您继续。
行，很多人认为燃油消耗跟打黄油呢有什么关系吗？简单理解没关系，实际是有关系的。
Okay. There are many people think that the greasing work is not related to fuel consumption, but he's going to prove to us that it's actually closely related. 您继续。
因为打黄油很多的关节，像大臂啊、小臂啊，它需要怠速情况下来去转动，有些部位呢方便打、容易打，所以它就产生油耗。怠速情况下也产生油耗的。
Okay, in a conventional method, when the operator doing the greasing work, the machine is actually at a low idle mode. Even when a low idle mode is actually consuming fuel. 您继续，王总。
不管是施工方还是承包方来承担，它都是一笔不小的费用，只是说很多客户呢没算这个账而已。
Okay, regardless who is bearing the cost for the fuel, is actually a very significant cost. So he need to highlight it because there are many people unaware of it. 您继续。
对一个设备来讲，每天这2个小时的时间，每个小时的油耗7美元，也是很保守的，因为设备非常大。同时呢，每天消耗的油耗算下来了14美元，这样按1年300天的话，算下来有4200美元。这是一个加装前的一个费用消耗，加装后呢，这个收益呢变成了收益。
Okay, before installation the system, every day the machine needs to stop for 2 hours at the low idle mode, just for greasing. Assuming that the hourly rate for fuel is $7 US dollars, and every day, okay, the fuel consumption will become $14. Assuming we work 300 a day, 300 days a year, therefore the fuel cost just for the machine keeps idling for greasing work will cost about $4,200 US dollars. If we let this work goes automated, we do not require the machines to stop for 2 hours. Okay, this $4,200 will actually become our revenue. 王总，您继续。
行，请下一页。
Next slide, please.
设备残值的一个增加，就是没有加装自动润滑前嘞，如果说这台挖掘机嘞，轴套都是这个光的，所以说呢会导致残值率大幅下降的。我们算了一下，1年大概这个挖掘机的除了正常贬值的情况下，它呢就是会下降3000美元。
3000美元是每1年吗？
每1年。
Okay. Mr. Wang says that now he's talking about the residual value of the machine. Okay. If we do not do a proper job for the greasing work, if we do not install the system, if we rely on the operator to do the greasing for the machines, okay, actually it causes more damages to the machine and resulting in more depreciation of the machines. Okay. Based on a conventional or traditional depreciation, that will cost $3,000 more annually based on their studies. Okay, if we do not do a better greasing work. 您继续。
根据我们对挖掘机客户的数据统计，加装完自动润滑呢，比正常的没加装的轴套的寿命呢延长大概2年左右。所以说每年的收益呢增加，就是对它的残值率是增加3000美元左右。
Okay, if we install the system, if we let the greasing work go automatically, okay, then the machine condition will become better and we will have a better residual value. Instead of $3,000 more, in depreciation, then we can convert this to become our income. 王总，您继续。
穷基损失方面，每年的维修时间，我们按照了因为轴套这个磨损导致的竣工8天，每天的误工产生损失呢是1400美元。这是因为一误工了，前面的这个整个的装卸环节就穷基了。另外，每年的损失呢，在没装前在11200美元，加装后呢，这个就变成了一个收益。
Okay, if we do not apply the system to the machines, if the greasing work is go by conventional way, that will cause 8 days downtime because we need to change the bearing, we need to remove the boom and stick, because of not improper greasing work, it will cause 8 days downtime. Okay, and the daily loss will be $1,400. Therefore, the annual loss will be $11,200. So therefore, if we install the systems, okay, this $11,000 instead of losses, it will become revenue. 王总，您继续。
下一页，请下一页。
Next slide, please.
维修费用呢，我们也给算了一下，每年的维修费呢，客户呢从1万到，就是从每年在3000美元左右，这个数据呢也是没加装前呢比较保守的一个数据。为什么说呢？因为设备越来越大，轴操呢非常成本很高的，仅动臂这一个下来以后呢，就是这个可能3000美元都不止。加装后呢变成了收益。
Okay, this $3,000 is the money spent to replace the pin bush for the boom and stick annually. Okay, if we install the systems right, and we do not need to change the pin and bush, we do not need to do maintenance so regularly. Therefore, this $3,000 spent instead, it will become, you know, our revenue. 王总，您继续。
再一个就是对油脂的浪费，因为自动润滑呢是静时静量，它节约油脂，然后实时的润滑。每个月呢就是人手动润滑呢要多浪费，以这个我们是以一个80吨左右的挖掘机为例，每月要多用30升，每月的浪费呢在100美元，每年呢在1200美元。加装后呢，这个浪费变成了收益。
Okay, let's talk about the grease wastage. If we depends on the operator to do the greasing work, every month there will be additional 30 liters of grease wasted. Therefore, convert into dollar and cent, it will be $100. Therefore, the annual loss will be $1,200. But if we apply the system, the smart automated lubrication system, okay, it will go at the grease will actually input at the right amount, at the right quantity, at the right time. Therefore, no wastage. 王总，您继续。
大型的设备呢，人员来回的爬上爬下打换油呢，已经是不现实，同时呢，还会造成安全的隐患。因此呢，加装自动润滑后呢，客户每年的收益增加了37.66万美元。
Okay, after installing the smart automated lubrication system, his customer has a gain of 376,600. This is the figures that they have measured before, assuming it is for 80-ton excavators. 王总，您继续。
下一页。
Next slide, please.
这是我们的一些案例展示。这个自动润滑呢，适用于所有机械设备的润滑，它的非常宽的。
Okay.
都是有。
Mr. Wang is showing his case study. He's telling everyone that his system can apply to all kinds of machinery, such as wheel loaders, such as mobile crusher, excavators, and boring machines. 王总，
请下一页。
Next slide.
集中润滑呢，就是这套系统呢，是把通过一个泵来把所有的润滑碱呢，根据把它匹配起来，通过静时静量的呢，它有自动记忆的功能，来实现了每个碱呢静时静量的润滑。
Okay. Mr. Wang says that the centralized lubrication system is a system that sends the required amount of grease to multiple lubrication points of the machine accurately, according to a certain time, through the pump, through the distributors, pipes, and the grease metering parts, including transportation, distribution, adjustment, cooling, and the heating and purging of lubricants, as well as the complete system to indicate and monitoring parameters and faulty, such as grease pressure, grease level, differential pressure flow, and grease temperature. 王总，您继续。
自动润滑呢，与传统的人工相比，它是静时静量，然后人工润滑呢是凭着感觉润滑，它还对润滑的效果来讲还是有差别的。所以说，自动润滑呢是个必然趋势，欧美呢是个标配。
Okay, for the automated lubrication system, compared to the traditional manual lubrication, Okay, it lubricates regularly at a fixed point and in a quantitative manner during mechanical operation, so that the wear and tear of the machine parts can be minimized. However, based on the traditional manual lubrications, the operator normally will base on their gut feelings. Okay, they think that these points has good enough greasing, then they will stop. It's solely based on the gut feelings of the operator. Right now, in the Western countries, the lubrication system has become a standard accessories for a machines. 王总，您继续。
下一页，请下一页。
Next slide,
针对
please.
内蒙的自动润滑，这里面呢，这个应该说是挖掘机和矿卡是最恶劣的产品，所以说这种工况对集中润滑的要求也是非常高的。
Okay, especially for Inner Mongolia, the open pit mining, open pit coal mining is actually a very harsh working condition. Therefore, the requirements for this automated lubrication system actually has a very high requirements. 王总，您继续。
所以这里面就是首先是产品的寿命。刚才前边呢，我们这位朋友也问过，他对这个考验是很大的。那就是既然考验，那我们在矿山上的挖机寿命至少5年以上的一个设计，因为他们换机基本上3年嘛。
Okay. Mr. Wang says his automated lubrication system, the product lifespan can be more than 5 years for an excavators. 您继续。
这里面的对泵芯和分配器这个加工精度呢，我们盘古达到是3μ到5μ，配合精度非常高，同时强度呢也比较高。
Okay, for the pump core for the automated system and the distributor has a very high machining precision. They will go for a very precision high pump oil pressure.
同时键机呢，我们采用德国进口的一些键机，保证了这个产品在适用恶劣工况下的一些性能。
Okay, as for the electrical motor, they actually engage a German equivalent qualities ones to ensure that the performance of the automated lubrication system is up to mark.
对于管路和相关的组件要求抗爆性，还有耐渗漏性、耐震动性要比较高的。
Okay, they actually engage a piping with more than 900 bar explosion resistant with a high strength carbon steel connectors. Therefore, it can withstand the very harsh working conditions.
同时，对于合理的匹配和防护要求是极高。挖掘机的防护呢，决定它的可靠性。这一方面呢，我们有非常的成熟的经验。我们后装量呢累计4000台以上挖掘机。
这个4000台是1年还是过去？
过去吧，过去。
OK， 积累下来是吧？
不包含主机厂的装机。
不包含主机厂的。
对，主机厂我们的配套占比在中国是90%。
Okay, there are two figures that Mr. Wang wants to share with everybody. Right now, his system already installed to more than 4,000 units of machine in China. 不只是在内蒙，是在全中国，对吧？
是的。
Okay, 4,000 units across China. Besides, they are also OEM suppliers for a few notable brands of machinery. They supply to almost 90% of the notable brands of manufacturers in China. 您继续。
请下一页。
Next slide, please.
针对内蒙的工况下，我们有多款产品来满足不同的客户需要，有激进式的，有单线式的，还有满足超大型挖掘机和矿卡的液压和渐冻润滑系统。
Okay, Mr. Wang has 3 types of lubrication system. One is the progressive lubrication system, a single line lubrication system, and hydraulic and electrical lubrication system.
请下一页。
Next slide, please.
同时，我们根据客户的需求，也有多款产品的润滑，全车的润滑，还有局部的润滑，以及呢针对破碎锤的润滑。
Okay, Mr. Wang can provide different solutions based on customer needs. Okay, they can provide full machines lubrications, including bucket. They can provide partial lubrications, depending on which are the moving parts, which moving parts more. Okay, and they can also, designated to hammer lubrication. 王总，请继续。
请下一页。
Next slide, please.
针对可靠性的保障，矿山的工况那么恶劣，我们有几个方面的保障。第一个，对每个润滑点的油量匹配，不同的挖机有大有小，它的匹配油量呢要求是有差异的。同时呢，对不同的机型呢这种匹配要求非常的精准，这个我们有我们的成熟方案。
Okay, when talk about the reliabilities of his systems, right? Number one, the precise oil quantity matching for each lubrication point is very critical, catering to varying oil volumes requirement for different machine models, which means that it is a smart system. The systems actually can detect, which points require more grease, then they will give more grease. Which parts is less moving, then they will supply less grease. 王总，请继续。
同时润滑系统来适应这种恶劣工况的能力，和我们同时呢还有实时工作的动态的监测系统。
Okay, lubrication system ability. This lubrication system able to withstand any kind of harsh environments. Besides, they also have a real-time monitoring to know the status of the system, whether it's working well or not. 您继续。
同时对挖掘机的挖斗的防护措施，这个呢，特别是后加装，对于整个的要求呢，应该是非常高的。这个呢，我们也是有大量的一个成熟方案。
Okay, they have more solutions for the protective measure for the bucket and also the shower attachment, because that is the most critical part for in terms of the moving frequency.
同时，我们来不断来这个加强一些客户的培训和交流，让他们来对这个润滑系统呢有了更好的一个理解和应用。
Okay, they also provide a comprehensive training to the customers so that the customer has better understanding of the system and also the how important machine maintenance is.
请下一页。
王总，您继续。Next slide, please.
这是我们一些装机的案例，其中呢，中间这台卡特，大家可以看到，这是这个矿上一次采购了我们70多套系统。
Okay, he's showing the photos. These are the machine that actually installed his system. In particular, the photos showing Caterpillar machines. These customers in Inner Mongolia order about 70 units from them. 王总，请继续。
下一页，请下一页。
Next slide.
时间关系呢，大家浏览了一下就可以。再下一页。
Okay, next slide.
下面简要的把青岛盘古来做个介绍。青岛盘古来最早是前身呢是2007年成立的，是给全球最大的润滑了这个斯凯福，就现在的林肯代工了核心部件。12年来开始生产风力发电的润滑。
Okay, he wants to give a brief introduction about Qingdao Pagut Enterprise. Okay, and this company actually started in 2007. And the products are widely used in wind power generation, construction machinery, rail transit, mining machinery, tunnel boring equipment, agriculture machinery, and port machinery as well.
这个加工和匹配能力呢是盘古的核心优势。目前呢，年产7万台的润滑系统。
Okay, right now, Qingdao Pagut can produce the factory capacity, they can produce up to 70,000 sets of automated lubrication system annually.
在风力发电方面，目前在国内的中国国内的占有率，润滑是60%，全球前10的主机厂均已合作，美国的维斯塔斯啊、GE啊、西门子都在批量供货。
Okay, as in the field of wind power generation, the wind turbine, as for the lubrication system, Qingdao Park play a very critical role in supplying lubrication system for wind power generation. Okay, the market share up to 60%.
2022年嘞，这个产值嘞近这个4亿元人民币吧。然后呢，国内主要的主机厂以及卡特彼勒嘞均是供应商。
Okay, Qingdao Park for the year of 2022, the annual turnover nearly 400 million yuan. And right now, they are the OEM supplier for notable brands such as Caterpillar, Sony, Zoomlion, and most of the Chinese brand is also their working partner.
就在上个月嘞，实现了这个2023年的7月份，在中国深圳的创业板实现上市。
Okay, the company has listed on Shenzhen Chinex on the last month, July 2023. So they are a listed company right now.
再往下。
Next slide, please.
这是我们加工车间的一些情况，还有我们一些检测设备。目前设备的投入嘞，就是接近2个亿，同时呢，现在又在投了2个多亿嘞，正在建设二期的工厂。
Okay, this is the photo showing his facility, especially for machines for the system inspection. You can see that all these machines and also the tooling and also the system they have invested is more than 200 million Chinese yuan. 王总，有一个问题啊，观众 is there's one questions from Bakshan. Number one, is this automatic lubrication solution system are significantly reduce ownership and operating costs? 就是说第一个问题，自动润滑系统是否真的可以减少就是这个设备的维护费用？
完全是减少的，因为它是匹配好每个检测油量，净时均量自动润滑。
Okay.
到了时间自动启动。
His answers to questions number one, yes, it's definitely reduce operational costs because his system is a smart system. They can actually supply grease to every lubrication point at the right time with the right quantity. They can detect which points lack of grease, then they can supply more grease. Which points, that do not require so much grease, then they will supply less grease for saving. Question number two, how to calculate depreciation? For example, at an hourly rate based on the machine life commercially or in some other way. 第二个问题是问您刚才有提到设备的折旧，您是怎么去计算这个设备的折旧的？
设备的折旧这里面呢，正常我们行业呢也有一个计算的公式。你比如说第1年折个30%，第2年、第3年的折旧，我们按照这个在二手机评估体系方面，他们有一些经验。同时呢，因为这台挖掘机如果黄油打得不到位嘞，全身嘞它是逛的，同时呢，对它整个的这个你再换上轴套了，它也不是你原厂了。所以说呢，还是这些二手机交易过程中还是能识别出来的，这里面对折旧自然有影响。
Okay, to answer questions number two, how to calculate depreciation, Mr. Wang says that in China, based on the Used Machinery Association, they actually have a standard formula for machines depreciation. For example, after 1 year, the machine will depreciate 30% and so forth. Okay. However, if the machine, has undergone a improper maintenance, this will actually make the depreciation more. Instead of 30%, it could depreciate more. OK， 您可以继续。
企业的情况呢，基本汇报，这个题目汇报完毕。这个后边呢有我的邮箱，大家看这个有啥在集中任行方面需要交流的，可以咱们随时交流。再次感谢这个协会给予的这个机会，欢迎有时间来青岛指导工作，谢谢。Thank you.
Okay, now we go to the last slide. Okay, the last slide. Okay, Mr. Wang says that he has completed, the presentation today. He feels very honored to have an opportunity to be here. He thanked PERTAABI and everyone attended this webinar today. And he has left his email here on the screen. If there's any further questions about his automated lubrication system, feel free to drop in an email. And Mr. Wang he is coming from Qingdao City in Shandong Province, China. He welcome anybody drop by as a guest.
谢谢 ，Thank you.
Okay, everyone is done.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Guo and Mr. Wang, for your presentation. I think there's also so many questions, maybe for more detail to all the participants. If you would like to answer in detail, you can send an email to Mr. Wang directly because we get so limited time for today's webinar. And also there is interesting questions to Mr. Tang. Mr. Tang, are you still here? There is a question from Mr. Felasuf.
Yes.
Maybe
let me translate that questions. Okay.
All right.
For part forecasting, we know that we will be including scheduled maintenance and unscheduled maintenance. So how is your system approach to predict and forecast unscheduled breakdown maintenance? If the answer is using AI and learning machine that will be learning from empirical data, how we classify the past data is represent 100% of actual unscheduled maintenance. Okay, 那个汤老师，你能看见这个问题吗？
我看到了，我看到这个问题了。
你能理解这个问题吗？您需要就是去翻译一下这个。
理解。我理解，他问我的是那个方式。人工智能和机器学习的方式，就是能不能达到100%的非计划的那个预测，这个100%是做不到的，但是我们会通过那个智能的算法，保证在90%以上。然后呢，它不仅仅来自于这个历史数据，它还来自于预防性的维修，它是预防性的维修，还有就是通过声音或者异常来预测将来的，就是它是通过3个维度。来进行预测的，它就计划外的这种突发的事件，一个是历史数据，一个是预防性的维修，还有一个是历史性，还有一个就是。
您稍等一下
，OK，
我跟您翻译一下这个问题啊。OK， 他的问题是就是对于您这个配件的预测，您是采用了2方面的数据，一方面是有计划的维修。一方面是没有计划的维修，那您的系统，您是怎么样去预测没有计划的这个 breakdown 这个故障呢？
对，
因为它是
对没有计划的，对没有计划的是通过历史，通过那个每一个型号的历史的一个故障的数据，就刚才有一个2000到3000的一个历史的一个数据。第二个就是预防性的数据，
通过历史故障的数据，
对历史故障数据。第二个是通过预防性的数据，就是每一个机器在轮的时候，我们会就是实时的采集它的数据，通过那个声音，通过它的异常来预测它可能会发生的故障。
那您过去的这些数据，就是 the past data， 能不能代表就是100%？
不能， 不能代表，它只
不能
能
代表
它只能作为一个参考，我们又通过3个参考去做预测，并不是通过这唯一的一个参考，代表不了。
3个参考，一个是 past data，还有2个是什么呢
past 的 data， 还有一个就是预防性的维修，就是 real time 的 monitor， 通过那个voice noise， 通过 noise 的数据采集来进行一个注册，还有一个就是它的一个检测数据 detection， 就是每次的那个日常的那个检测性能检测的一个报告来预测，一共是3个。
Okay. To answer questions from Pak Philosoph, okay. Based on his system, right, the AI model is actually collecting data, crunching the data from 3 perspectives. Number 1 is based on the past historical data, or the past downtime, or the maintenance record, which is the historical record. This is one source of the data that put into the system to calculate. Number 2 is based on real-time monitoring. As mentioned earlier, Mr. Tang will detect the noise level of the machine. This noise level is actually representing the conditions of the machine. They call that the real-time data. This is the second source of the data that put into his system. Okay. Number 3 is coming from a daily maintenance record. So he is collecting his data from these 3 perspectives and crunch into his system to come out with a forecast. What are the parts required? What are the parts going to fail?
Okay.
This is his answer.
Okay. Can I have some additional clarification, Pak Goh?
Pardon me?
Are you hearing me or?
I can hear you, but I can't hear you very well.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Is that okay now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the answer. The first of all, my actually the related question to this is when we starting to using the learning machine or IA, something like that, of course we will using the empirics data, right? And we know
yes.
Most of the beginner of the company that using this learning machine is not having good data. So the question actually how we let's say like cleaning the data to make sure the learning machine is learning the right data, not rubbish data, because we know, what we call a garbage in, garbage on, and no output or something like that. The second thing is on the unscheduled maintenance. Yes, we understand for the, let's say, for the real-time monitoring of what we call normally in Indonesia condition monitoring or predictive maintenance, whatever we call, that only predicted the major component. The question is, what is the approach for the non-major components such as houses, spin, bushing, and so on? How approach of this unscheduled maintenance to prepare the right spare part in terms of quantity or item? Thank you.
Okay, thank you
Mr.
very much for your explanation.
Thank you, Mr. Go. Mr. Philosoph, thank you very much for your question, and it's a very we need to discuss more in detail, but maybe in another session, because due to time limitation in here, maybe we can arrange from PERTAABI with Pak Tommy also to discuss in more detail. Thank you very much, Mr. Go, Mr. Wong, and Mr. Tan, and all the participants. Let's give us an applause to all of them from China. Thank you very much. Okay, we are now moving to the last speaker, and I would like to give a warm welcome to Miss Deslaria Ninditama from Scanina. Hello, Miss Desla. How are you today?
Hello, Mas Edwan. I'm good.
Yeah, that's very interesting and also very amazing experience also from PERTAABI and also the participant because we get so many language
Questions.
barrier. Yes, also, but we get the point. And also, before we continue to your presentation, can you give us to all of us what is the big picture to what kind of presentation that you want to share to us today?
Yeah, Mas Edwan. So this presentation is about the used equipment market potential, especially in Indonesia, and also the innovation in the heavy equipment industry, Mas Edwan.
Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, Miss Deslaria, time is yours.
Okay. Mas Tommy, help to full screen, yeah. Thank you. Okay, good morning, everyone. Interesting topics from the two previous speaker from Mr. Wang and also Mr. Jihui. Hello, my name is Desla. I'm from Skanina, a heavy equipment ecosystem marketplace from Surya Cakra Anugerah Nusantara. Bapak Ibu participan, I'm deeply honored to stand before you as the host for this session. I would like to say thank you to Pak Rohman Alamsyah and PERTAABI team for having me. Also Pak Mitondo, my director at SCAN, who comes on this webinar as well. Okay, Bapak Ibu, talking about heavy equipment market, especially in Indonesia. I'm sorry, Mas Tommy, can you help to move to the next slide? Yeah, talking about heavy equipment market, especially in Indonesia, Bapak Ibu, the market is determined by macro sector condition, the majority due to commodities. What are they? First, mining. For example, coal mining. What matters are coal production costs. Currently, if the trend declining continues until end of 2023 and 2024, then power cash costs possibly higher than selling rate. And then the coal price. Currently, there is the declining coal prices, right? From 200 until 400 USD per ton in 2022 last year to be 138 USD per ton in June 2023 this year. And another mining is nickel mining. There is some uncertainty market due to government policy. And then next is forestry sector. Currently, market is stable due to the increase in demand of pulp and fiber industry, Bapak Ibu. And then agro industry sector. There is increment of crude palm oil price trend. And then next, that also important is construction sector. We know the budgetary infrastructure continues to increase and it strives to complete the strategic project before election in 2024. Now, with all of this condition of each sectors, filled the demand for heavy equipment. So how is the heavy equipment sales market? Next slide. So after the declining market due to 2020 pandemic, the market is recovers. There is increment 101% market in 2021, then 40% in 2022, and projected still stable in 2023 this year. This because the coal production target from Ministry of ESDM, it's around 694 million tons, 5% from target, and it's 1% from actual 2022 production last year. It's also predicted from demand that expected increase from China, India, and also domestic market. Next slide. How about the used heavy equipment market? So next slide. Why was there a market for used heavy equipment? It is created if the demand and supply is unbalanced, Bapak Ibu. So one of source said that production capacity is 10,000, and while the demand in the previous slide is 25,000. So there is gap between production capacity and needs, and this gap become carry over to the next year, or in Indonesia, we call it indent to distributor. And this is an opportunity for the used heavy equipment market. And based on historically estimated an opportunity for used market, it's around 15 until 20%. Here, the projection of heavy equipment potential that will circulate in Indonesia. So if the total market in 2023 projected around 100,000, there are 3,000 for used equipment market. Move to the next slide. Now, talking about the used equipment, here are some key considerations to keep in mind when deciding whether to buy used heavy equipment. First is financial situation. So if you are looking to save upfront costs, purchasing used equipment can provide a way to acquire necessary equipment without overextending financially, Bapak Ibu. And then also about the risk tolerance, you can find used equipment that practically as good as new, while we avoiding the steepest period of depreciation, and also has a lower insurance cost. And then about the lead times, if you have short-term projects with specialized equipment requirements, buying used could be practical solution to meet those needs without long-term investment. And then remember about the goals of the companies. So consider your company's long-term goals. If you only need the equipment for a short-term project, used equipment may be a solution, and vice versa, Bapak Ibu. If you have a constant need for certain types of heavy equipment, it might be more economical to buy the new equipment. It because to maximize its lifespan, ya Bapak Ibu ya. Nah, next slide. Currently, if we review it further, we see there are 7 models of transaction types of heavy equipment, usually done face-to-face or throughout contact with one another, and which mostly found in number 2 and 5. It's through used equipment trader, Bapak Ibu. And besides, besides from the previous observations, interview, and research that we have carried out, the main difficulties we have found in our merchant and our buyers are merchant or heavy equipment sellers. They have the limited networking to get potential buyers or tenants, as well as the fair value unit. And also from the buyer side, they have limited information on the production that being sold, and difficulty comparing one product to another products. And next slide. Now, because the theme of our webinar today is about innovation, what does this have to do with innovation and heavy equipment industry? So besides e-commerce trends for retail products that we know are on the rise, some of big player in Indonesia like UT, Volvo, Trakindo also developing innovation to capture customer needs, Bapak Ibu, such as they develop monitoring heavy equipment application, monitoring unit performance, and etc. And on the sales and marketing side, this digital innovation also push us to always follow the technology. Like we improve our company website to be more communicative, also create mobile apps to get close to our customers, and also we using our social media marketing to build the awareness and to connect with our customers. Next, and here comes Kanina to assist merchant in accessing wider market and to assist buyer to making decision to purchase heavy equipment more effortlessly. Next slide. Ya. Nah, a bit about Scanina, Bapak Ibu. Scanina, we are launched last year in 2022 under PT Surya Cakra Nugraha Nusantara or PT Scan. We are currently together with around our 30 merchants for buy and rental category, and we will expand to category services and also spare parts. And currently we have our more than 400 unit listed with 80 plus bio for buying category as per end of last year. And next slide. Yeah, with our performance nowadays, currently we have leads or user who contact Scanina, averagely around 70 user that they ask about unit for their project. So they need some units for their project, and we define it as 81% to buy the unit and others 18% to rent the unit. Some of the most wanted units are like Hino dump truck, FM 260, Komatsu PC 200, and etc. Next slide, please. Now, with the unit requires or the demand above, we welcome Bapak Ibu and all of the unit owners who would like to add marketing channel or selling the unit through Scanina. With our ecosystem under Astra Group, also our technology and experience, we are dedicated to optimizing the procurement process, increasing the operational efficiency and driving growth for Bapak Ibu semua. And our extensive network and also cutting-edge marketplace solution can streamline sourcing of equipment, whether it's heavy equipment and also spare part and also services, enhance inventory management and expand customer reach for your business. Nah, next slide, please. Yeah. And for the user sites, we are having 4 category, Bapak Ibu. Currently, we are already live for buy and rent category, and soon to be launched, there is buy spare part and also services category in this semester, Bapak Ibu. So, if Bapak Ibu have the business that would like to sell the spare part, please you can contact us. We welcome Bapak Ibu to add the marketing channel through Scanina. Nah, also and in this slide we also have some features. We have highlighted some features here. There are scan qualified stamp, also scan look assurance stamp. We have also comparison feature, also print as quotation as a feature, and etc. Please move to the next slide, Mas Tommy.
Di Scanina, Anda dapat menjual.
For more details, let's watch the video about Scanina. Mas Tommy kindly help to
alat berat Anda. Dengan menghubungi Scanina dan mengikuti prosedur yang disediakan, maka proses penjualan dapat terlaksana. Teknisi Scanina akan datang ke tempat alat berat Anda untuk melakukan inspeksi pada alat berat yang hendak dijual. Setelah proses inspeksi selesai, alat berat Anda siap dipasarkan di scanina.com. Di scanina.com Anda juga dapat membeli dan menyewa alat berat yang Anda butuhkan. Pilih barang yang hendak dibeli atau disewa di Scanina. Anda dapat memilih barang yang Anda perlukan dengan beberapa cara. Pertama, apabila sudah mengetahui produk atau brand yang diinginkan, Anda bisa mencantumkannya pada fitur search. Anda dapat memfilter barang berdasarkan kebutuhan. Ketiga, Anda dapat memilih berdasarkan kategori barang yang Anda perlukan. Setelah Anda memilih barang yang diperlukan, Anda dapat melihat kondisi barang pada deskripsi. Setiap barang yang dipasarkan telah melalui proses inspeksi dengan pemeriksaan minimal 120 items check. Scanina.com menyediakan fitur Product Compare pada tab Compare yang memudahkan Anda untuk dapat membandingkan satu produk dengan produk lainnya. Pada fitur ini, Anda dapat melihat perbandingan harga serta kualitas dan kondisi alat-alat yang menarik perhatian Anda. Bayaran untuk pembelian ataupun sewa dapat dilakukan melalui transfer atau secara kredit dengan syarat dan ketentuan yang berlaku. Scanina.com menyediakan layanan pengantaran alat berat ke tempat tujuan. Scanina akan mengirimkan barang yang Anda perlukan ke tempat tujuan dengan memastikan barang Anda dalam keadaan terbaik. Pesan Scanina, solusi tepat untuk kebutuhan alat-alat berat.
Ya, Bapak Ibu. This video highlights the value propositions that we offer, which is to facilitate heavy equipment transaction from anywhere and at any time with our reliable merchants with a wide range of products and services related to heavy equipment. Now, we also carry our tagline that is Trusted Heavy Equipment Marketplace, and hope it helps you to understand Scanina better. Thank you for your attention, Bapak Ibu. And I over back to moderator, please, Mas Edwan.
Thank you, Mbak Deslaria, for your presentation. I think it's a very interesting topic because there is a huge demand in the used heavy equipment market. We agree that, Mbak Deslaria, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also have a question from Bapak Ahmad Hidayat. There's two questions. The first question is, does Scanina giving advice to the customer, maybe some kind of a consultation to whether better buying or renting used equipment? There's the first questions. And the second question is, does Scanina provide services to the buyer or to the renter for maintaining the equipment? Please, Mbak Deslaria.
Okay, thank you for Pak Ahmad Hidayat. Yeah, thank you,
Yes.
Pak Ahmad, for the question. So, does Scanina giving advice whether better buying or renting? It's actually we opened a discussion, yeah. So Bapak Ibu can contact us at Hello Scanina. We have our scan expert there to answer your needs, your questions. So if you have to consider, is it better to rent or buy? You can share about the project and how long the project will be, where is the project, and the detail of the project that you will help, and then we will give advice and consideration, and also based on our the unit that we have, and we will share also the project to our merchant. So if there is a unit that have by more than one merchant, they will review the project, and and Scanina will give the may I have 2 minutes because it's quite loud from outside.
Mr. Tom, please. Okay, maybe for the first question is basically Ahmad Hidayat, you can contact directly to Scanina to discuss furthermore about the project that you helped, maybe in the field.
I'm
yes.
sorry for the distraction from
It's
outside,
okay.
Mas
Okay.
Edwan.
No worries, no worries. Take your time.
So then we can have a call or maybe held a meeting, having coffee with talking about the projects and how's better to run the projects. And we also our service is to provide customer needs as per their request. But if the customer having difficulties on purchase, we also have our partner. It is SANF, Surya Arta Anugerah Nusantara Finance, to able to support the renting or financing about the heavy equipment transaction in our platform. And then the second question, can you help me to witness that one?
Yes, it's okay. Does Scanina provide services to the buyer and the renter for maintaining the equipment?
Okay, so far we coordinate with our merchant, with our partners like UT and other dealer, and also our another service partner. So if customer requests the maintenance of the units through Scanina, we able to support it through our merchant and partner, Mas Edwan and Pak Ahmad.
Oh, okay. All right. That's very interesting. So the question is, yes, can provide, because the Scanina is the part of Astra, right? Astra Group.
Yeah.
Maybe last question for me, Mbak Deslaria. Scanina is the part of Astra Group, right?
Yeah.
Is the product either rented or for sale? Only the product related to Astra, or maybe you can provide another brand from another OEM.
Okay,
please.
Thank you, Mas Edwan. So in this case, Scanina also open opportunities for parties outside Astra Group, to sell or buy rent their equipment through Scanina. And also because we would like to expand our category to spare part and also services. So Bapak Ibu are welcome to be our partner and merchant in whether spare part category, services category, or heavy equipment buy and rental category, Mas Edwan. So it's not only for Astra Group, but we open for everyone, Mas Edwan.
Oh, okay. So basically it's open for another brand also, right?
Yeah, it's
okay. Maybe we can try one last question from Pak Zainal Arifin. If we have a unit that already reached to 25,000 hours meters and the condition is still good, can we trade in Scanina?
For trade-in, basically our team would like to go to your pool and do the inspection, and it is possible whether trade-in or we try to sell it first, and then we looking for the unit that you required for tukar tambah gitu.
Yes, for trade-in.
Yeah.
Yes, Pak Zainal, the answer is yes. Please, you can feel free to contact Mbak Desla directly for trade-in program that offered by Scanina. Okay, thank you very much for your presentation, Mbak Deslaria. To all attendees, please give an applause to Mbak Deslaria. Thank you very much for your presentation today. And apparently we still have maybe more questions, but due to the time limited, we need to end our discussion session. Some selected remaining questions will be addressed to the speaker directly, so feel free to contact them with emails, or you can ask his or her contact directly to Pak Tommy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, finally we come to the end of presentation. We would like to say thanks once again for all the presenters for their informative and interesting talk, and to the audience for your active participation. Hopefully all of the presentation from the speaker will give some insight in innovation for everybody. As we know, innovation knows no boundary. It's the art of exploring and shaping the future with creativity, and the courage. And PERTAABI will accompany you to reach that innovation. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mbak Annisa,
Waalaikumsalam.
I give it back to you for the sessions.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Mas Edwan, and thank you so much for others, Mr. Tang Jihui, Mr. Wang Guanghui, Mr. Go, Mbak Deslaria. It was such a very informative webinar sessions, and I think Mas Tommy was trying to give us activities to do, which are probably going to need some time, Mas Tommy, to find the thing that you asked me to do. Like, how do I launch the questions? Mas Tommy?
Okay, I'd like to ask you guys to answer the question. Just two question, simple question to give us PERTAABI more better to deliver the next session, right? Please answer the question from the pools.
It's already like popped up into your Zooms, I guess.
Yeah. Counting until 10, Annisa.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5, and 10.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Got the answers here. Is that all enough, Mas Tommy?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. So it was a very nice webinar, I think, because we have such a various topic to discuss about. And as time goes by, it's already like 12:34 here in Balikpapan, where I do the webinar, and it's, I believe, 11:34. So we already like 30 minutes late, but I hope that's okay. And here we are at the end of today's webinar sessions. Before farewell, once again, I want to thank you all so much to all participants for joining us today in discussions. Innovations is limitless. And once again, I want to say thank you so much to Mas Edwan, Mr. Tang Jihui, Mr. Wang Guanghui, Ibu Deslaria, Mr. Goh, also Mas Tommy and Pak Rohman to be joining us in today's sharing sessions. And I believe I have Pak Iwa as advisor for PERTAABI Kalimantan Timur. Welcome to our webinar sessions. And I hope you're all excited to hear about our webinar. And on behalf of PERTAABI, we would like to say thank you for your active participation today. And hopefully we're going to see you again in the third round of the international workshop. I am Annisa Kustiwa. I'm off. Until next time, thank you for joining us. Good day, everyone. Have a great weekend, folks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih semuanya.
Terima kasih semuanya. Thank you for us all.
Thank you, Mr. Go. Tim,
Thank you,
Satrio, thank you.
Yuk, izin live ya, Pak.
Terima kasih, Mas Tommy.
Ya, Mas
Thank
Tommy.
you, Pak Lukman. Thank you.
Bajunya bagus itu, ada buku.